Morning. Happy Easter to you. If you celebrate, if you don't celebrate, happy Sunday. No matter what, I hope you're having a great weekend. I'm just in between sleeps right now. Like 1:45 right now. Having a cup of Irish breakfast, tea. Enjoying that. Mmm, yum. I only have 175 steps in today. That's okay. That is okay. We're off to a good start early in the morning, though. Yeah. Generally, I like to get 1,000 steps an hour, and I'm awake up until 10,000. Then I don't care. Just sort of how I gauge it. I have to change my watch band. I should do that. There's several things I should do, but oh well, that's life, right? So, holiday depressions. Ooh. Do you guys deal with them? Do you cope with them? Do you suffer from them? I don't. Um, as a child, I did. As a kid, holiday depression would always get me. I don't know why, but it did. Maybe it was just the loss of things that I had experienced. I'm not sure. Um, as an adult, I've always thrown myself into work on holidays. I always volunteer to work. I always am like, hey, go and celebrate the holiday. Let me work. Um, obviously, the holiday pay was always welcomed. But for me, it was always a matter of, hey, this way I can fill my time, my needs with work instead of doing nothing. And it kept me away from doing things I didn't want to do. Because I could always just say, oh, I gotta work as an excuse. Because if I wasn't working, then I wouldn't have that excuse. And honestly, I usually don't think I would use it as an excuse, even if it wasn't a real thing. So, yeah, a lot of what I'm thinking about is Christmas, but it applies to other holidays too. But Thanksgiving. As an adult, I don't celebrate them, so it's not super important. And then when I do participate in a holiday tradition experience, I most am like, why? What? You know, I remember a friend of mine invited me to their holiday, and so I went. And was just very weird to celebrate with her family, but not know anybody. So it was me just sort of sitting there, not knowing anybody, and I'm not always the most social. So it was just kind of awkward. But, I was very grateful for the invite, for the experience. I remember dating and going and participating in holidays and like everybody there and whatnot, but still it was just like, okay, to me, it wasn't that special. So, like after gastric bypass, ugh, I don't know if it was the first year. I want to say it was probably the second year after my bypass. I went to a family function and I was miserable. I didn't feel good. Probably just because I was eating some foods that just didn't agree with me. And the fact that, it was a holiday and I normally eat some of those foods and whatnot, cooking methods, whatever. It kind of got to me, and I remember I was in the living room by myself while other people were participating in cards and games. And I felt like a nincompoop. I didn't feel good. Legitimately, did not feel good. So I didn't want to participate. I just wanted to lay there. I was sitting. I didn't have a blanket. And how rude I must have come off, or not wanting to enjoy the experience because I was more comfortable in that family situation, but I just didn't feel it just because I wasn't feeling good, you know, but whatever. Of course, that led to a little unhappiness at home, but life happens. Hmm. Life happens. Now, other holidays, though, 4th of July, that one has never caused depression. Labor Day, Memorial Day, no depression there. So maybe it is just Easter, or Easter. Today is Easter. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Big Depression. Not sure. I'm not sure at all. I, in many ways, can almost be more depressed during the summer than winter. Although this year was really difficult. The depression really was more difficult during the winter this year, but I think a lot of that had to do with physical health. You need to go hand in hand. If you're physically not feeling good and you can't do things or whatever, it's going to spill over into your mental health. Mm, coffee is good. Tea, actually, not coffee. I might make coffee today. Maybe not. I don't know. I also want to start to pack for a trip. I gotta book that trip. Gotta make reservations. Oh, shenanigans. Okay, be an adult. Be an adult. Be an adult. Okay, I'm an adult. Hi. Mi amo Miguel. Also, um, sorry. So I think maybe what I should do today. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Is a let's get going video. What am I doing? Spend Sunday with me. Sunday as an adult. Adulting Sunday. Preparing for the maybe I'll do something like that. Wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm hoping my day's fairly easy, all things considered. So hopefully, that's all I can do is wait and see. But yeah, I think I know what the problem is. Hmm, interesting. I can't edit a video and record videos at the same time. And I wonder if that's part of the problem I have. Now that I mention it might be. So, if I'm editing a video, I shouldn't need to be recording. And then I can do stuff in between editing videos. If I do multiple. If I only do one, well, I just have a bunch. As sad as that is, I do. I have a bunch to edit. And that's part of my problem. Mm-hmm. It is. You know, I printed out a schedule. I was going to follow it and I never did because God only knows what happened. I didn't. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll go to bed. All right. So I'm going to get going. It's been what? 15 minutes almost. So I want to respect your time. I hope you guys have a great one. And we'll talk to you later. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Enjoy the Easter holiday. If you celebrate it, if you don't, I hope you have some great weather in your area. Get out and do something fun.